Penis. Penis?
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Another happy landing.
Okay, now what do I...
What's up, everybody? I'm Big Lovin. With me, as always, is John Dellasnooch, and that's Dragon Buddy. And welcome to the Escape Pod, a place where friends gather to talk about all things geek.
The night the spy got caught.
Well, Don Dellasnooch can't make it tonight. He's on a cruise with we'll get to that later. And Brady Big Lovin has a migraine, but he might be here in a little bit. So I'm LG. You guys know me as the background social media chick from the Sidebar Cantina.
Chick.
And also co-host with my bro Snooch over at Stranger Things Has Happened. We are expecting another guest who should be here at any time now, but he's having some, technical difficulties.
Yep.
And
Thanks for stopping in, Dave.
Dave, hi, Dave. And our guest should be here anytime now. And Brady might come in later if he's feeling better, but
it's a day.
It's been a
day.
week, yo. It's
a
only Wednesday.
Week. Yeah.
So
Good
how are
times.
you, Dragon Buddy?
I am okay. Work. I am actually in a prison right now.
Yeah.
I'm casting off of a Chromebook. There are PC parts cluttering my entire office, and some catastrophic things happened after the podcast last week. Slowly went downhill through the weekend, and it's been building up. I'm waiting for a PC case to arrive, hopefully tomorrow by Friday, and then we can rebuild bigger, better, and stronger. And I have to give a shout out to Faith if he's in this, if he shows up, if he's in here. Faith, thank you for giving me parts, for bringing me back online. Thank you, sir.
And honestly, I don't know what the hell he's talking about with computers, and he doesn't explain it in terms that I can understand, like thingies and whatchamahoos. And
I'll address Joker voice. I am not the $6 million man. I got a whole bunch of things given to me, and I spent $100. So next week I will be the $100 man on YouTube.
You mean the negative $100 man?
No, positive.
Our special guest is here.
Hello, everybody.
Yay!
Yes, the man, the myth, the legend.
To get on, I really
There
apologize
we
for that.
go.
All good, bud.
It's quite all right. It's Mercury is in retrograde, and I don't care who says that planets don't affect us here on Earth. It does. Mercury governs communications, and look what's been going on lately.
I literally have just been like, I tried to log into Twitter. My Twitter account was locked out.
Nice.
So yeah, I was having a lot of fun
Alan.
trying to get everything up and running. That I went over today and had no issues with, but yet,
right. Yep, that's what happens. Oh, that was me over here with Chromebook. It's sitting all cockeyed, and we'll get through it. The man, the myth, the legend, Alan.
Alan!
Yay!
Alan from formerly of Press Play Streaming Studios, which is now Grave Review.
Well, it's funny. I think I'm still keeping the Press Play alive. I think Grave Reviews is going to be underneath that umbrella.
Nice.
Who knows? So I may decide to grow that pod at some point.
Sweet.
Whoa.
Well, of course he likes to be on the bottom, especially when I'm around.
I'm a power bottom. I identify as a power bottom.
Mhm.
So it looks like we're missing someone tonight.
We are.
We are.
Poor Big
Mr.
Lovin
Lovin.
has migraine, but he
Oh,
might be in a
no.
little bit. We told him go rest.
Go lay down,
You know,
close
we
your
got
eyes.
this for you. Oh, we're off the rails anyway, so you know
Always.
we got this. We got this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we got our bro Alan with us, and we've got
Yay.
our sis LG with us.
Woohoo.
Dragon Buddy will survive. Maybe.
Yeah.
So of the original cast, we have only one left. So this is like season 3 of Three's Company.
Right. We're keeping it alive. Keep hope alive.
Oh,
Anyway.
okay, that's funny.
Nice.
There are times. There are times. Anyway.
Mhm. Absolutely.
So
We just
yeah,
went over Dragon Buddies week. Alan, you want to talk about your week?
I can talk about most of my week.
Okay.
First of all, can you hear me okay?
I can
all
hear
that
you.
Everything's all
fine.
good.
Excellent. I don't have the chat up, so I don't know what's going on in the chat, but that's okay too.
I'll put like let's see. Ubaldo loves the new intro.
Yes, and we
I'm
thank
glad you like that.
our buddy Alan up there put that together perfectly. We're like, we would like it to
Yeah.
do this. Other than that, whatever you got, and like that.
And I love the fact that once I got, down to where I felt I was comfortable with it, that Don came back and said, "Hey, can we try this instead?" And it actually worked out a lot better. So
It
yeah,
does.
I'm really happy with that.
Yeah.
We are ecstatic over that. It's great.
So I enjoy
Yeah.
doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's been
Nice.
fun. Yeah, so I may not have ever told you guys this.
Mhm.
What's up?
When the very first time I watched The Escape Pod,
Yeah.
and they didn't really have an intro per se,
Yeah.
but they would
Right.
play the song, and
Yeah.
everyone was dancing in their seats. And
Yeah.
as soon as I saw that, I thought that needs to be their intro
like
because
that.
that says everything there is to say about this show.
Mhm.
So that's where the idea came from. So
Perfect.
I thought I immediately got 80s sitcom vibes, the way everybody was doing their own thing. I
Yep.
swear,
yep.
right out of an 80s sitcom.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So my week, Labor Day weekend was a lot of fun. So I work every Saturday, so I don't always get a 3-day weekend,
Yeah.
Right.
but that's okay. Being off Sunday and Monday back to back, I work Tuesdays, and then I'm
Mhm.
off on Wednesday. So it all pans out. The wife and I had originally talked about trying to go out of town for
Mhm.
those couple days,
Right.
but with everything that's been going on since vacation,
Yeah.
we really were trying to just do a staycation kind of thing, stay at home.
Yeah.
That and if we decided to go here, decided to go there,
Mhm.
we treated calories as if we were on vacation because vacation calories don't count.
No, of course
Nope.
not.
Never.
And went and ate what we
Never.
wanted and did what we wanted.
Mhm.
Perfect.
And then so that's been my week as a whole, if you will.
Mhm.
Excuse me. Again, I will touch on this. Just got back from Moab on vacation a couple weeks back.
Mother
if
of all
you guys ever get a
bombs.
chance to go out west, it is so beautiful out there.
Oh, it's a place. Never mind. You said
Too much
Moab.
Call
I'm
of
like, Mother of all bombs.
Too much Call of Duty for LG over there.
I apologize. You were
No,
talking about Utah, weren't you?
Yes. So you see the pictures of the beautiful rocks that make that arching formation.
Yes.
That's the Moab
Oh,
area.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, staycations are fun out here in Vegas. I bet they are.
Yeah.
I will say this though, I've been to Vegas a couple times. It's not my favorite cup of tea. It's just not my thing.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm not a gambler. I don't do that.
You don't like hookers and blow right now at this stage in your life.
Actually, I would love both of those things, but I can't afford either of them. So, but I'm not going to do one without the other. So
No, it's got to be both. all
gotta
or
be.
nothing, and then you break a hip and it's all over.
Yeah, and at my age, breaking a hip is definitely a thing. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, good times.
Good times.
So how's the new digs look here? I kind of went retro, went back to the
Looking
original
good.
studio with the brick
I
wall, and
love it.
Looking good, dude.
You
Yeah.
know,
Looking
and
good.
Brady and Don have they premiered their new studio last week too, and they also have a brick background.
Yep.
well, it was
A bunch
funny.
of shelves in
uh,
front of it. Gorgeous.
my lovely wife said, the green screen thing has worked for you and everything. She said, but let's go back to the original. Let's go back to this. Let's strip it down because it looks so much cleaner. And she's right.
It does.
Absolutely
It does.
right.
It's nice and clean.
does.
It's got a good bit. That's where I was like, I'm changing all of my stuff around too, because I'm
Yeah.
tired of how it looks, and little wall hanging. At least my toys look like they're in space. So
I like
no-
it a lot.
everything something in there somebody in their late 40s could want is
Yep.
their
I'm
toys look like
thinking
they're flying.
that on this section of the wall right here,
Mhm.
I saw a poster, two of them, and I'm deciding which ones I like. One of them is Morticia and Gomez.
Ooh.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hottest
Classic.
bearded couple out there.
But also, I saw one that is someone made, and it's the bride and Frank, and they're holding each other, and it says, "We were made for each other."
Nice.
I'm thinking that might have to go right there.
Oh,
Good choice.
absolutely,
Yeah.
bro.
Good choice.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love that a lot. We were made for each other, right?
Mhm,
Right.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. You totally were.
I've got my little ode to LG back there. It's a backdrop shadow box of Han and Leia, and I love you. I know.
Best line,
Yeah.
best line in cinematic history, I believe.
Yeah.
Right below. I've come to chew bubble gum and kick ass.
Right.
Really, really
Which
close.
I was just getting to because
Yes, go.
Stevie talked about his week, all computers and shit. and
I'm in a
stuff.
prison. I'm planning bullshit.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Just getting it
But
out. Just getting it out.
My week included going on a date with my husband to go see the 40th anniversary,
35.
35th anniversary of They Live with Rowdy Piper.
Oh, he
And
was the
up on
best.
the big screen.
So good.
It was so good. Loved seeing it on the big screen. And then we went out and I'm like, do you trust me? Because I'm going to do something and get snackies, but I'm not going to tell you where you're going to go. And I don't give a shit.
I don't know.
No. He said that he trusted me. So I,
Of course I
So-
trust you.
I took him to Duck Donuts, which I've heard a whole shit ton about, but never had them. We finally have one up in our area.
Yeah.
And I ordered him, which came in a little box, okay, with 2 donuts and a chocolate milkshake to split. And when he opened the box,
Yeah.
it was a maple glazed donut with fresh, crispy chunks of bacon all over
Yeah.
the top of it.
That sounds
Oh,
fantastic.
it's like eating the perfect pancakes because they have that little crisp bite to it, and I would say the 2 donuts they probably sprinkled like 3 or 4 strips of bacon over the top of it. It was very
it was
healthy,
so
healthy
freaky.
serving. Well,
very
healthy
healthy.
serving,
And the
healthy
donuts-
serving.
The donuts were so fresh, they were still warm. It was like eating
Oh,
a pancake donut with the syrup and the bacon and everything
Hey,
all in your mouth together. And
are you
they say a
driving
way
back there tonight?
Huh?
Are you driving back there tonight?
you need to quit talking.
You
about
probably
how
need
you're
to
driving back
stop.
there, like,
No, I'm hosting the show tonight. Somehow they trusted me to host it, even though they say that I am a spy, which I'm not.
Did you just laugh out loud in the chat as ATSW, the escape pod?
I did. Is that okay?
That's some spy shit.
spy
It's
stuff.
not
It
a
is.
spy.
Yeah, whatever
Ubaldo
you say.
said, don't
She's
forget to stretch first.
Deceiving everyone in the chat. JV, Ubaldo. I mean, Corey.
Oh, Just so that
Isaac,
everybody knows, I
full of
am
the chat, being
ATSW
deceived.
in the chat tonight. I'm running the StreamYard. I'm running a show. DB trusts me for some reason. I guess I don't know. And
She beats me unmercifully.
Well,
you
yeah.
deserve it.
It's okay though.
I
So-
don't do it for fun.
So I shared a little something with you this on Twitter this week. When
Yeah.
you went to see your show,
Mhm.
you showed a picture of it where it said John Carpenter's.
Mhm.
So we all know that John Carpenter likes his name a lot, right? It goes
Oh,
up
yeah.
with Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween, John
Yeah.
Carpenter's Prince of Darkness, John.
We
Carpenter-
all know whose movie it is.
exactly. So
Branding.
but the original release of They Live did not have John Carpenter's
It's
name on it.
true. It's true.
Yeah. So John Carpenter was trying to make a movie that was anti-Reagan politics,
Right.
Mhm.
right? In his opinion, Reagan was literally, I don't want your opinion, shut up, obey, listen to the government, sit
Right.
down.
Yeah.
Right.
Years later, we realized that wasn't true. But unfortunately, with Carpenter's politics, he's never, ever going to admit that. But he
Mhm.
did admit that, his hatred for the movie was a combination of that and the fact that he could not wrangle Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
Which no one can.
They were like,
No one
these are the
cares.
lines. Nope. This is what we want you to do. Nope.
Nope. Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
It was a little different for me to see him in a pair of blue jeans because, like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
besides this movie, I've only seen him in a kilt.
So I have a story about that as well, but we'll
Nice.
go there in a second. So years later, he kind of recanted and walked back. And so when the re-release came out, of course, he had his name on it. And I think that was because he kind of bit his tongue a little bit and said, you know what? It may not have been what I wanted, but the fans loved it.
We loved it.
And that's where it should be. I will tell you right now, my oldest son Stefan, he was really, really big into wrestling for a while, as most young boys are, right?
Oh, yeah.
I was too.
Oh yeah. Back in my day, it was Georgia Championship Wrestling. So
Right.
out of Georgia Championship is where basically everybody other than Hulk Hogan came from.
Right.
So I mean, this was Piper back in the day.
Yeah.
Right.
And Sergeant Slaughter and
Oh my gosh, yes.
Jesse
Yeah.
the Body Ventura and just Rick Flair and
Junkyard Dog.
JYD.
Yeah.
So you also had Ricky Steamboat, the Hawaiian Punch, before
Right.
he was the
loved
Dragon.
him.
Right.
so that's what I watched. So my son, he got into WCW for a while and was really big into it. And so for his birthday,
Mhm.
I bought tickets to take him to go see Monday Nitro here at
Oh.
the Cincinnati Coliseum.
Nice.
So okay, this was long enough ago that I'm on the wall phone, right? So I'm leaning
The
saying
wall
Right.
phone.
on the wall phone.
Yeah.
talking-
It was actually a
Reminded
phone. You were
all-
connected to your house. It was weird.
Yeah, I was actually connected to a house story. And I get the universal, I want your attention.
Mhm.
Right.
Dan. And I'm on the phone, right? And so what's my reaction? I'm on the phone, son. Give me a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan, I got a great idea. Dan, this it's really important. And I'm like, I'm on the phone, man. Come on, what's going on? And he goes, literally, he says, we should go dress as Roddy Piper. And I said, okay, no problem. We can do that.
Right.
And then I'm on the phone, and this was my exact reaction. I went,
What did I just say?
but he goes, what? I went, I think I just agreed to wear a kilt.
Yeah. Right. Did not
And if
think
you
this
all
through.
know me, if I say I'm going to do it, I try my best to do it. So we did.
Yep.
We wore kilts.
Nice.
I had a T-shirt made for both of us. We had a friend of ours that did excellent airbrush work, and I had T-shirts made that on the front said "Hot Rod WCW Nitro," and then
Nice.
on the back it said "Everyone has to pay the piper."
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so we're wearing this, and we're at on the floor about 10 rows back, and he looks up at me at one point and goes, Dad, he goes, let's go. Yeah, no doubt, Tina. Um,
Right.
he's like, I have to go to the bathroom. I said, okay. So we go up and go to the bathroom, take him to the bathroom. And keep in mind, he's a little guy at this point, right? I mean, he's like
Right.
not even 10.
Yeah.
And I said, come on, we'll get a hot dog and a soda. And we walk back down. And as we get back to our seat, the guy behind me pecks me on the shoulder. He goes, man, you picked the wrong time to go to the bathroom. I said, why is that? He said, the camera crew was just down here asking where you and your son.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
So we had a chance to be on.
Oh.
But it was funny. His head must have. I'm surprised I could walk him out there because literally from
Right.
the time we got there, before we even got in, the whole time we were there, everywhere we walked, someone stopped him and myself, of course. It was like, oh my God, that is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Father and
Right.
son, Jesus Roddy Piper, I don't,
That's the best.
that kind of thing. So yeah, it
Nice.
was a great time, and it's a really, really fun memory.
Good memory,
That's
man.
the best.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
good stuff.
We have memories like that with our kids in concerts.
Concerts and NASCAR.
NASCAR, yes.
We've gone to
Yeah.
so many. We'd go twice a year for about
Pocono.
12 years to Pocono. Yeah, a little more than that, probably closer to 15 years. Pocono
Yeah.
twice a year, sometimes Dover.
Yeah.
Got rained out of Dover. That was always great. You spend all this money, go down there, and they're like, come back Monday. I have to work on Monday. You son of a bitch.
Always happened.
Yep.
Always happened. Yep.
But yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fun. That's just fun.
Yeah.
So I took my youngest to his first rock concert, probably
Yeah.
ruined. Cody was 8 or 9, and we would see Cheap Trick and Alice Cooper.
Oh, nice.
And
Now
he
you
broke.
are an Alice Cooper fanatic.
I would say that I've forgotten more about Alice Cooper than most people know. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
He but he kind of broke my heart because he said, I like the first band better. But keeping his age in mind, I said, why is that? And he goes, well, they sang that one song I knew. He didn't know any of the songs.
Right.
Had it been 2 years later, he'd have been like, oh, okay, I know this. But at the time,
Right.
it was, and the only song that they sang that he knew was the theme song to that 70s show.
Oh, right. That's a hell of a weight to throw in one direction or another.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I'm like, come on.
That's great.
But,
now, is he a 90s kid?
I'm sorry, say again.
Is he a 90s kid?
Oh, yeah, my kids are 90s kids.
Yeah. Now, I totally get it. I just wanted to place the generation.
Yep, both
So
my kids are
totally
90s
get
kids.
it. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
We got half and half. We got a 90s and a 2000s.
Well, it's 98 and 03. They're pretty damn close.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
DB, before we go any further, did you want to shout out the chat?
I will shout before I shout out the chat. I do want to give a shout out to our patrons. Don is the keeper of the list. So I do not have a list in front of me right now. LG has the keys to get in as we are patrons, but she has the keys. So blame her. Don't have the list. I love you all. We love you. We appreciate every minute of you. Smoking section, we'll have a new episode. Next week, we'll be filming a new episode. This week, obviously, we're off. Don's a dick. Went off to the Bahamas without us. But yeah, I can't say I blame him. He's sitting on a cruise.
I actually have
waters.
a picture that I wanted to talk about, but shout out the chat first.
Chat, yes. I want to thank everyone that's in the chat here. We've got Ubaldo, Joker Voice, Tina, Isaac was in the chat. I saw Alan's in the chat.
He's such a jerk.
He was. Nah, he's a good guy. We like Alan. ATSW, no. LG is in the chat. She's a faker. Dave stopped by. We thank him for stopping by.
Hey, Dave.
And I think I said Isaac. Scott, used and abused. Sent us a
Scott's
message.
in the chat?
No. Scott from Used and Abused sent us a message saying, hope he had a good show. He's got stuff going on with his kid.
Yes.
Out west. of us.
Scott
So.
is very much hanging out with his daughter over in Nevada. So
Nice.
he's gonna be there for a few months,
Yep.
helping her out. You know, she needs some medical things done, and you know, Scott's being a good daddy-o, and
Nice
but we
job.
still have Kim, you know, hanging out, like running things over at the Rasmussen
Yep.
homestead.
Kim and Nicole holding up
Arizona.
used and abused while they're away. Kim, they're getting hit with the monsoon season. So
Yeah.
I hope everything goes well out that way. We could do without
but
that.
check out Used and Abused. They'll be on this coming Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. And I'm trying to remember the new times. It's 9 p.m. Eastern. That would be 6 p.m. Pacific at Used and Abused on YouTube. And they're going to be talking about the Disney Pixar movie Brave.
Good movie.
Also in the ATSW family, the Sidebar Cantina. Yay. Gotta shout out my bros. What do they call them? The New Jersey Delphians. They're
New Jersey Delphians.
New Jersey Delphians.
Yeah.
The mothership.
The mothership that started it all.
They put the ATSW in ATSW.
Yeah. Now, for everybody newer, Don just went in and took the keys to ATSW.
Good. Thank you,
It's
Don.
not me anymore.
Live from the Bahamas.
Hey, Don. It's good to see you, my friend.
Right?
Don, stick around. I have something to bring up about you. But anyway, for everybody who's like newer, who is, you know, part of our family in the chats, ATSW stands for the All Things Star Wars podcast, which is how Dave and Jason got their start back in 2017.
Many moons ago.
Many
6
moons
plus
ago.
years.
6 years ago. They were not the Sidebar Cantina. They were the All Things Star Wars podcast. And then they took on a transformation.
Several.
Yeah, right around 2020, they turned into from a Gen X point of view, and they weren't going to talk about Star Wars that much.
What up, cousin Blake?
Yeah, Blake. They were just going to talk about, you know, things that affect Gen Xers, but then they're like, we miss Star Wars. So now they are the Sidebar Cantina where they talk about whatever the fuck they want. But this is why we still call ourselves the ATSW family.
It all started with that podcast.
Dave and Jason.
So just so everyone in the chat is nice and confused,
yeah,
you're not alone.
I know the story and now I'm confused.
Yeah, that's the story. It comes from the All
They
Things
started a
Star Wars
podcast. We started listening. We started podcasts. It's just bunch of friends hanging out doing silly stuff, some more serious than others not more serious than the others. You know,
we're all just a bunch of nerds.
Shenanigans, never evil shenanigans, only the good shenanigans.
There you go. Also in the ATSW family
Bye, Don. Miss getting to talk to you, my friend.
Go enjoy that Bahamas.
Yeah, you know what? Before I finish their their family shout outs, I just want to show you this.
There's Don. That's what Don's doing right now.
This is Don, like maybe not even an hour ago.
Taking the time to say hi to the chat. Look at this.
But I heard from Isaac, I'm calling you out, Isaac, who did his research and said that Don was on a cruise with Hennifer.
Well, if you think about the Ben Hufleck picture that we run, and Don laid out on the porch pretty damn close, you know, that stretched out, relaxed feeling.
It's just really weird because Dave and Jason gave Hennifer off on Monday. Don was on the cruise on Monday. Don is still on the cruise now. There's still no sign of Hennifer. You supposedly did your research.
This all
You
sounds
didn't
like
give me
something that a
anything.
spy would do to misdirect you.
Thank you, Alan. See?
I'm just saying,
Just
if
saying.
Isaac,
Thank you,
why
Alan.
would Isaac lie? And if Hennifer really is on a cruise with Don, Don is sleeping with the
What's
enemy.
up, Isaac?
I thought Hennifer was so bad and so evil, and Don's on a cruise with her.
I don't see any
I don't
Hennifer
know,
there.
something
I look
funny.
nothing but blue skies. The little
Yeah.
You
clouds to
gotta
make it
talk
pretty.
to your boy. There's something fishy going on there. You gotta talk to your boy, man.
The only thing fishy going on is someone who's trying to throw some misdirection on the
Right? Seriously reconsidering who we give the keys to this place to. Gee,
Why you give it to the spy, I don't know, but
Right?
whatever.
I
Anyway, also in the ATSW family
Tina,
is
be
like
nice now.
itty bitty podcast with Don Dellasnooch, which is not going live this week. It will be going next week on Saturday, every other Saturday night at 9 p.m. Stranger Things has happened. Don and I are on a first watch journey. We're having a lot of fun watching that series. We just covered season 3, episode 5, The Flayed. So we'll be starting episode 6. Not
Nice.
this Saturday, but the
Cool.
Saturday afterwards. We encourage everybody to come on this journey with us. It's so freaking fun. We have a good time in the chat. Bear is going to hopefully Smirking Bear. He's going to be catching up. He's never seen Stranger Things, but he was intrigued. He was in our last chat, so it's gonna.
I'm still
us on our
amazed
journey,
that
I hope.
this woman avoided all of these spoilers for when it first came out season 1. Like, how do you not know any of this?
I will tell you this. Are you ready? Don't yell at me.
Don't give spoilers. Don't give spoilers.
I haven't
It's
made it past the
opposite.
second episode.
Okay, it's okay. That's okay. You see, I have the attitude: you watch what you like, don't watch what you don't like.
I should love the show. You guys know me. You know what my
Right.
tastes are. I should love this show. What I don't love is I don't love the actress that plays the mom. She just listening to her speak is like nails on a chalkboard. If I
Wait,
could get
Winona
past
Ryder?
that-
He's not a
Winona
fan.
Ryder or Karen?
No, Winona Ryder.
Fucking Karen.
He's
you
not
don't
a
like
fan.
Winona Ryder.
It's the voice. There's something about it that just it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. And I know I should give it a further chance, but can't.
Isaac.
Whoa. This
Just
guy
said
does his
no
research.
spoilers, Isaac.
Wait a minute.
Spoiler.
Thanks, Isaac. Now
Damn it.
there's no reason to watch it.
Now it makes sense. He's not in the sequel trilogy. All hail the sequel trilogy.
What?
Nothing. Sorry.
Nothing.
I was talking shit. JV knows that I agree with him on most of the sequel.
I can
feelings, but-
remove you. Right. We're not going to do that because in honor of Brady
before
and Blue Skies,
before
everybody
JV leaves,
love
can
us
I
left.
make an announcement?
Yes.
So, JV, first of all, it's been a while since I've spoken to you, so it's nice to see you in the chat. Blake, Isaac, as you guys know, I've kind of been Tina, you would definitely know I've been missing in action for quite a while. I've been off the socials for the biggest part. Ever stick my head in and say hi every once in a while, but I haven't posted anything, whether it be press play or under grave reviews for it. I'm about 2 months shy from a full year.
Yeah,
I know.
Had some personal issues that I had to take care of. My wife and I have had just a lot going on, and
life, man.
Exactly, life, because adulting sucks, as we
It
as
does,
we've all
man.
talked. But
Mhm.
Brave Reviews is making a return. We're hoping to be ready to start posting episodes as in the month of October.
Yes.
We are experimenting with a brand new format that I really don't want to give a whole lot of information to, but someone who happens to be on this screen right now
Not
has
me.
agreed to co-host So, Mr. Chris and I will be bringing back rave reviews. We're going to be doing a reaction style show
Yep.
because he and I both love the behind the scene facts that the what do we like to call them like little surprises of hey, the director did this and this
All
is
right,
how
little
Like
bits of
Papa
trivia.
Video?
Yeah, a
you know,
little trivia stuff.
the fun
Like Papa
facts behind the
Video.
Yeah.
movie, right? The fun facts behind the
Yes.
movie.
Yeah.
But what we have decided is because he and I, every time we've done a show together, we'd be talking back and forth through text and cracking each other up with
Yeah,
just
we do.
how we'd slam it. I'm like, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's bring the fun facts. Let's make fun of the movie. Let's have a good time with it.
Yeah.
We're going to be we're going to be watching the whole movie, filming the whole thing together and editing it down to a half-hour tidbit. And hopefully that'll all work out well. We're going to try it. Our first show is going to be, well, hello. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Our first show will be Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's a movie that we both love. And we will be, which made me so jealous
over here.
when you sent me that. So we're hoping to have that ready to go and as well as a few others that I've already got in the tank by like I said, by October. We're going to try to get some set up and ready so that when we're ready to go, even if something happens that we can't be there, that we'll still have a show to present. That way we're staying up to speed. Yep. This will not be live. This will be, as we said, pre-recorded and edited. And we're going to have a great
join us.
Join
us. We're going to have some fun.
When we air them on YouTube, we'll be in the chat, and you guys we'll be chatting with you, and we can answer any questions and how we did it. And we want to tell family affair. So
yeah, because quite a while, Alan and I kick back. We'll sit there and kick back movies back and forth, and we have so many of the same likes and rank movies quite similarly. And then there's some over there they're like, man, I don't really like, but I do. And we've been doing this for quite a while, kicking stuff back, and I loved coming on as a guest, getting to talk about movies that I enjoyed. These horror in the horror genre. It's one of my favorite genres. Goes with my metal background. It's horror movies and metal just mix. So, yeah, I can't wait. I'm so happy to join Alan coming back. We'll premiere. We'll be there and. We're going to have some fun. Join us for some fun.
We're going to have a good time with it. Right. And that's going to be the whole point, is to try to look at these things and let you as our family look into our souls and how we see this stuff. And
I'm not interested in DB's soul, but I'll look into your soul, Alan.
I
already know what's in his soul.
Well, trust me, we're both made from the same cloth.
Hopefully it's not the same loincloth.
You never know.
Don't judge. No judgment here on this game.
No judgment here. Oh, and by the way, clankety clank.
Clankety clank.
Motherfucker.
Clankety clank.
Oh yeah.
I feel out of place. I have ice water and I have cinnamon vanilla coffee because it's been a hell of a week and it's only Wednesday and it's hot as fucking balls.
It's hot.
The good thing this episode is called Free Ballin because I'm sweating my balls
It
off.
is the beginning of September here and we're getting our first heat wave. Our first sanctioned actual official heat wave.
We had a heat wave.
They didn't count it for not too many days or the amount of days in 90-degree weather to form a true heat wave.
Oh, last week
you messed up.
You could have fried eggs on the concrete here. It was nasty.
Oh, it's so fucking hot.
It's humid here, man. It's just you wake up at 66 degrees and you're sweating. Just
little teeny tiny fan.
Which is funny because they actually have a window unit over there in this part of the house is separate. The part of the house I'm in now is actually not part of the square footage. I mean, there's no heat or AC built in. It's like a mud room almost. So I threw a window unit in it last year, and man, I tell you what, that makes a huge difference. But I forgot to turn it on tonight. Right?
It's a little warm.
Blake, man, that's really sweet of you. I appreciate that, my friend.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
You all don't know. Every once in a while, she lets me borrow it. But I have to return it upon good behavior.
I'm
Good night,
the one
Joker.
who has
Thank you,
the
sir.
soul.
Thanks, JV.
I want
See
to
you, buddy.
disagree with that. I believe that Chris definitely does have a soul. It's black. It's
Yeah,
scarred. It's jaded.
somebody
it's a
dropped
little
it.
burnt.
Yeah.
Fucking
But
sticky.
other than that, he's got one.
Sticky. Why is it sticky?
I don't know. Michael's still not cleaning that up.
So I'll tell you what his soul looks like. Have you ever seen the Tar Man? He was the one that was in the barrel on Return of the Living Dead. The
Oh my
zombie that
gosh,
looked like
yes.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
that's the
That's
soul.
gross.
A little dark.
Gross.
Seen some shit, man.
The movie that was
Oh my
responsible
gosh.
for giving us the brain trope.
Right.
It's so hot. It's so hot.
You'll survive.
It's like
You'll make
it's
it.
like Matthew Broderick. It's like Apricot.
Right.
Loxy Blues. Come on, guys.
So I can't wait for you to come back. Also, let's see. They also shout out as part of their ATSW family that they absolutely love is the podcast of pain. What up, Darius? Darius.
What up, Darius?
Not in the chat
up,
tonight
Darius?
because I guess because there's no snooch
Sexy.
and stuff. Like he doesn't care about. the
He
other
cares.
people.
He's out there, neither wind nor storm nor rain, pounding out there with the damn cable guys.
Where be Darius tonight?
Yeah.
I hope Darius still cares. Like, what up, Darius? I say that so manly. What up, Darius?
Okay.
I was on Darius's show last month. That was pretty fun.
Oh, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
tears it up over there. Guy loves his stuff. Turtle wise, you talk Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles. Teenage
He's the
Mutant
man.
Ninja Turtles. Also on their list is Pop Mike Culture. How does Brady put it? The sexy ass Josh.
Sexy ass Josh and Shanti.
Sexy ass Josh.
And Shanti.
And Shanti's not so bad, but damn, we all want a piece of that, Josh.
I'm telling you.
It's caribou.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, I will. I'll take her slice.
All I know is this is I'm starting to get a little jealous.
Oh, we want a whole half of Alan at least. I'll share a little, just a little.
That's all right. We're good.
Yeah, Shanti and I don't understand why everybody is obsessed with Josh and all you guys are like, Josh.
Listen, it's a Magnum PI thing, he throws that shirt on, flips that hair. Oh, Shanti knows.
What do you think she got? Why do you think she got into it?
She's hogging them all up over there. Damn it, Shanti.
Blake, if you reach
Blake,
out, sir, I will be
give me
glad
Josh
to
every
talk to you
day.
about that. Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Gosh,
Blake,
PI.
we need to get on there with you. I love Dork Wars. Dork Wars is one of our friends. We love Blake. I love Dork Wars. Now, not only are they, Dork Wars Live, which is usually what everybody watches them on YouTube. Before there was a Dork Wars Live, there was a Dork Wars, the podcast, where you can listen to them on audio. And dorks, there are actually 6 of those dorks running
a lot of
around.
dorks.
Not just
Dorks,
Blake.
dorks,
There's
dorks,
6
dorks.
dorks, okay?
Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they have a podcast where the Dork Wars brought their wives on?
I think that is Conversations, and they
May
brought
have
the
been.
Yeah,
Star
that was
Wives on.
that was the Star Wives.
But
yeah.
I actually
Another
discovered
fantastic podcast,
Dork
by the
Wars
way,
through
guys.
through pod versus through video.
Yeah, I love the Dork Wars, and something before they came to Red 5, I started listening to them actually, and one bit that they did was Yoda's word of the week.
Yeah,
And
that's fun.
they would have their podcast and end it with Yoda's word of the week. And
Yeah.
swear to God, you guys, it sounds like dead on to Yoda, and it's fantastic.
Make you laugh,
I
make
had
you
so much
smile.
fun. So don't only wait for Dork Wars Live to come on YouTube. I mean, watch that too.
Watch
but
that, of course. Yeah.
Go on to
Absolutely.
Apple, go on to your favorite podcatcher. It's on Spotify, I'm probably on iHeartRadio. Look up Dork Wars, the podcast.
Yep.
You will honestly like it. Plus, because it's 6 people, you're never going to have the same point of view. It's all different. So I really like that. And shout out to Charles and Pat from Conversations, another fantastic podcast. It comes out every other week, drops on Fridays, and those two are freaking hysterical.
They are
and they do commercials. They do like
They'll make you
skits and
laugh.
shit.
That's definitely
Yeah.
make you laugh, and so much knowledge.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
Couple good guys.
Um,
Logical Spock, what's up?
Hello,
Logical
Spock.
Spock. Hi, friend. I usually see Logical Spock over in the Monkey Lizard Army, in those chats. And Logical Spock came to watch us on Stranger Things Has Happened the other night, too.
Nice.
So
Nice.
thanks for joining us, friend. That was really fun. Had a good time. The other
Oh,
podcast
Charles,
that...
just in time.
Oh my gosh, Charles!
Hello, Charles.
Sir Charles. That's what I call him because
He is Sir Charles.
Charles is like the knight. Okay. Like I always call him Sir Charles. I don't remember when I started calling him that. It might have been like,
I don't know, but you say it, he shows up.
Yeah,
He's there.
right? Charles, I swear
I'm
to
like
God, I
Beetlejuice.
was just talking about conversations and your like skits and shit. So I love those commercials.
Little summoning spell. It was good. It was good.
Witchy woman.
All right.
I have my broomstick, like I do have my.
Yeah, so we have no format again for the second week in a row because you know what? You can't steal nothing. Sidebar.
There's one
You
more,
can't
though.
steal it if we're not doing anything.
That's true.
I already
This
know
is true.
sidebar schedule through the end of September, but there's one more hair growth spell. Go see
Wait a minute,
Josh
wait a minute.
about that, Charles.
What?
Right there, I get it.
Yeah, Charles
Hair
is
growth spell.
wondering if I can cast a hair growth spell, and I have to say, no, I don't know any of those, but I could give you like a foot of hair. Like I can give you each a foot of hair and you could like glue it on your head or talk to Josh. Josh is the guy with the Magnum PI hair, I hear.
You done went and hurt my feelings. Forget it. Nope.
Oh, yeah, right. Wow.
I said I can give you each a foot of
My
hair.
point is a real friend would say, you know what? I don't know a spell, but I'll learn one for you.
Right?
Oh.
Which
Turned me into a newt.
I got that. So next time I see you, LG, I'm going to see if you weigh as much as a duck. If you do,
Right?
You're in trouble.
Witch! What do we do with witches? Burn them!
Break out of her.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Anywho, the last shout out that you Escape Pod bros always do is Backyard Tortoise. And
He just had a video out reviewing some Mandalorian again.
yeah.
Check him out.
Yeah,
He's got
back.
Adventures in
He's got
Lockpicking
two
is
channels.
Adventures
He's
in
got two
Lockpicking is the other
channels.
one.
Yeah.
Good, nice shorts going in. I respect it as being an installer, being in charge of guys that go into people's houses to do things. You get a glimpse into people's lives. Sometimes you really don't want, and sometimes you feel for people, and sometimes you're like, oh my god, I hope I don't feel for that person because that's
Yeah.
So check out those shorts. He's got both of them there. Like
Yeah.
mainly like you're like, oh man, I don't want to go in there, but you got to go in.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So I think that's everybody that you guys shout out, right?
I think so.
I think so.
I think so.
Darius and
we go.
Shanti and Alan and Sidebar and Used and Abused, and we covered
And our
Dorkwood.
man Layman.
Oh, and Keith Lehman, my champion, the champion. Keith Lehman. We have a Sidebar Cantina Fantasy Football League, and we just drafted. We are in year 5. Okay, year number 5. This is my 4th year playing with them. The first year, Keith was the champion. The second year, Jason was the champion, Mr. Roscom. The third year, I was the champion. And last year, Swede was
Swede took it.
champion, you
Yep.
know, but you know, he's an Eagles fan, you know, and he needed something. So
And you're still doing the behind the booth or booth in the back
a
on
booth in
Wednesdays.
the back starts up next week, you guys. If you're into it,
I'm just gonna speak as a member for the second year in this fantasy football. We're gonna
Yeah.
step up the shit talking. We're gonna step up the jabbing at each other. We're gonna make fun of Don for being a Lions fan. We're just gonna go all at it. And playoffs.
yeah.
Come on.
So catch me and Brady Big Lovin and Don Dellasnooch if he finds his way back from the cruise with Hennifer. And we'll be going live exclusively. It's in the Sidebar Cantina group. We'll be doing Facebook Live. So if you need that link to the Sidebar Cantina group on Facebook, just DM me.
DMLG. She's the keeper of all of the things.
Yeah, DM me on, you know, if you're friends on my private socials, or DM me in any of the Sidebar socials. I'm usually on the Sidebar socials.
Yes.
So yeah, but Keith, from layman's terms, Keith is the man. Keith is the #1 source for ignorance and drunken banter. Go check him out. He didn't release anything this week. Oh yeah, he did. He played some video games.
Yes, he did.
Captain Commander, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Cock Commander, Captain Commander, something. One of those two.
Commander.
One of those two.
So yeah, check out Keith.
So yeah.
Yeah. And now I'm done.
We got it.
Yay, we got through it.
She has no more homework.
No.
So what have you been?
It wasn't even homework. It was like Don's like, here you go, bye kids, and it's like, you didn't write me any directions on the.
We don't need no stinking directions.
Directions. Who needs We need no badges.
This is like the Empire here. We have all these cogs that we use because there are no railings. There's nothing to hold on to.
Yeah, there's
you
nothing
fall
to
over to the empty abyss into the reactor. That's what happens here.
I'm going to sit right here and let this planet-destroying laser run right next to me, and I'm not going to hold on.
Right.
Oh,
you guys worried about something going on with your,
Alan,
Jeez.
you are so right. And please forgive me, Swede, but Swede Studios is part of the ATSW family. But he was in fucking Hawaii and
swimming
but
with
he's
turtles.
back now. He's back, and I forgot to shout him out because I am a bad friend and I'm a bad sister. But check out Sweet Studios on all of the socials where he made everybody jealous for the past week.
All right.
Pictures of
And
Hawaii.
that's the self-deprecation portion of the show.
Yeah, and he's currently working.
This is how we
with,
really feel.
with his other band. He's got like 3 bands plus the quarantine sessions, but he's currently working on some new material with Slaves or Scores, which was his band in when he lived out in Arizona. So he's working on that.
Really enjoyed getting to hear him play live at the
Sidebar celebration.
Philadelphia celebration. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was,
Oh, that was great.
It's a treat.
Yep.
That was great. Yeah. He was playing Name by the Goo Goo Dolls, and then he was playing everybody knows it, Dennis Leary's Asshole.
It's a great song.
I love it.
Yes.
Charles says rails are for rebels.
Exactly, Charles. Rails are for rebels. We don't need no rails. Directions, rails.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. We don't need no stinking rails.
The worst that can happen, we can fall into the reactor, but we can come back later as a clone of a clone of a clone of a clone.
Of a clone.
Of a clone.
Yeah, of a clone. Of a clone. And then there's fucking Don, hanging out with Hennifer. Yeah.
You keep dropping it. We're still not buying it, but that's okay.
Nope.
Why would Isaac lie to me? Isaac, why would you lie to me?
First of all, First of all, we have no proof that Isaac said anything. This is
Nothing.
all just
Right.
me
It's
directing.
pure
He said it
conjecture,
in
hearsay.
the sidebar Discord.
Yeah, whatever.
He said it in the sidebar.
What's a Discord?
What? What
What's
is
a
a
Discord?
Discord?
What's a Discord?
Oh my gosh, Boomer! Wow.
Boomer. Wow.
I would make one request: never say that again.
At least not with that tone.
Yeah, what the hell, bro?
New commercial. They can see me now out at our carnival cruise.
Wow. Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Alan, I
Yes.
wanted to bring up to you,
Uh-oh.
like, okay,
Okay.
we all know that
Yes.
Lunyr Grl's just not into like going to the movies
Right.
at all.
Right.
But I started
True.
finding out that I like going to the movies if I've already seen the movie and I know that I like it. Like They Live, like
Yeah,
when we saw the thing
that's a
last
look I
year.
gave her too. The what?
Oh,
So I guess in your mind you have to rationalize going to see it because you know you're going to like it versus taking the chance that you won't.
Indeed.
exactly. Because
She hates the
movies are really
surprise.
boring for me.
Okay.
You know, like I'm sorry, I know everybody likes movies and it's okay that you guys like movies. I'm just more of a like I'll turn on the radio while you watch your 3-hour show, you know. But I started looking into movie anniversaries through the
Yes, we
rest of
talked
the
about
year.
this.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the one
On
that I saw that I wanted to
October
see,
1st.
the one that I saw that's coming out that I want to see,
one?
it may be too late. It may have already played. Is I would love to take my wife to see Smoking the Bandit on the big screen.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, isn't that coming
Wow,
out in
yeah.
November?
I think it is November. Yeah, I think it is November.
Yeah.
That was on the list. That's come on, that's a classic. You don't see movies like that, the Cannonball Runs and the Smokey and the Bandits. That those movies are just really special as far as they're still funny. Now, are they dated? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes,
but it's okay.
Are they
Because-
kind of
exactly.
inappropriate? Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Who cares?
They're classics.
And what age appropriate? I was watching Nightmare on Elm Street as like in grade school and
Yeah.
like
No,
seeing
not
crazy.
age appropriate, inappropriate. Because I'm sure
Oh.
what they said in movies in the 70s are not necessarily what they say in movies in the 2020s.
Yes, the vernacular has changed quite a bit.
I will tell you, if you ever want to see something funny, there is a young lady on the internet who does reaction videos, and she, first time watching, and she's like I said, in her early 20s, mid 20s, maybe, and watching her watch Blazing Saddles for the first time.
Oh, wow. We talked about that on the Escape Pod here, where movies you can't do now, and that's obviously one of the number one movies. But anybody above a certain age, hilarious. Anybody below a certain age, they're like, "Why are you laughing? You're racist." No, it's not.
No, they don't get the fact that it was filmed like that purposely to point out how stupid racism is.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a Mel Brooks film. Everybody who knows Mel Brooks films knows that
Thanks for
every
stopping by,
single one of
Charles.
them are satire.
Have a good night, Charles. Good
night, Charles.
seeing
I love you,
again.
Sir Charles. Mwah. Thanks for coming tonight. Thanks for coming.
So yeah, we're hanging out. Alan, have you been watching anything lately? Anything catching your interest?
Yeah. There's a few things that have caught my interest lately.
What you got?
So I know we're not supposed to like Netflix right now because of everything that they're doing. But they have a list of films.
Okay.
Right? All done by the same director.
Okay.
And one of them is Haunting of Hill House.
Yes.
Have you seen this movie or the
Good
show?
movie. This good show. Yes.
I think this is a a show that even if you don't care for horror, you can get into this one. It is so well done. And Michael Flanagan is the man.
Yeah.
So I've really been
superb
trying,
acting, superb direction.
Oh.
Where it's a thriller more than it's a horror, but it is a horror.
Exactly.
The thriller portion is on spot on.
What it is, it's horror with a huge story, with a good story, which is something that let's face it, in horror movies, we kind of struggle with that. There's times where we kind of overlook the fact that, the plot holes are so big that you could fall into them, or
if he's walking, how does he catch up? Because he does.
Exactly. Exactly. But he takes the same group of core actors and actresses and makes just fantastic stories with them. So, I've been really trying to catch up on his I've been really trying to catch up on his universe.
Right.
So we've got House on Haunted Hill, we've got Bly Manor.
Bly Manor, yeah, that was the second one.
Black Mass.
Yeah, that's a wild show. And that is a good mind thriller.
It is
with just a touch of horror until it's not. It's all like boogity in your face.
And it's funny how that one builds the creep. Every episode, it feels more creepy than the last. It just builds and builds and builds. And then when you finally get the reveal of what's actually going on, you're like, holy crap, I didn't see that coming.
Even if you can see the certain steps we're going towards it, I guarantee you 90% of people will not see it coming at the end.
I didn't see it coming. And I'm, this is my genre, and I did not see it coming.
Yeah.
I literally watched that episode twice, was like, oh, I love it. This is great.
Right.
Then Gerald's Game.
Yeah.
Which LG, you must watch Gerald's Game.
Yeah. And what's
Gerald's Game?
Gerald with a G.
Gerald's Game. It is a psychological horror, if you will. And it's all about, really, the subtext is about women empowerment.
Right.
It's a great movie. Oh my God, it's a great movie.
Right. That sounds like fun.
I'm looking forward to I believe it's October. I believe. I have to double check that. But Michael is doing The Fall of the House of Usher.
Oh yes. Did see
Edgar Allan Poe right there.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
A story that is so well done about, the horror is how this family falls into madness. So it should be, with his directing style and those actors and actresses that he uses. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you knew this, but
what is her name in Gerald's Game? I can't think of her name.
Her real name?
Yes.
Well,
the actress.
Let's look it up here real quick.
It's on the tip of my tongue, and it's going to bug me for the rest of the night.
Cast here for Hill House. She's in this too. So Carla,
yeah.
Is it Gugino?
Oh yeah.
I believe
Giovino.
Something along those lines.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
Sucker Punch. Hot.
Yes.
But yeah.
She's great in all this stuff. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but Kate Siegel that stars in all of his shows.
Yeah.
That's his wife.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they're married. And she is beautiful.
Yes.
Wonderful actress. And just eats up scenery in any scene that she's in. Just great. So yeah.
I will say the horror genre in general has been jumping a lot. A lot of good films coming from Korea.
Yes.
That Netflix is putting out, and the fact that Netflix is buying them is really putting out the fact that Netflix is taking these on, and these are such quality movies. The acting is great. The story is there.
Train to Busan is famous.
Oh my goodness, such a great movie. I mean, you've got a lot of them, and there's quite a few coming from over in the Bollywood side of things. coming
I
over
haven't
with
gotten into those
RRR.
yet.
There's some quality films. I'd say RRR being as long as it is as a movie, it really was riveting. It was a quality watch coming from not Hollywood. So
Gotta love that.
yeah, absolutely. Some good
Mhm.
stuff down that side. And
Well,
really,
according to our chat, both Tina and Pop My Culture, which is the general, are looking forward to House of Usher as
yes,
well.
yes, does look
I
good.
did
I
not
mean,
hear about the movie, but I absolutely love the stories. So yeah, I'm
Yes.
pretty interested.
Oh well, this was actually made in the 70s with Sir Vincent Price.
okay.
Oh man, I love him.
Yeah, so during that time frame where there was a lot of post stuff being done by Price, where it was like the Pit and the Pendulum, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the Red
Telltale Heart.
Mask.
Yep.
He's the voice of horror.
Yeah. And I'm sorry to say this to all the fans who want to say Vincent Price and Thriller.
Mm.
Alice did it with him first.
Oh, true. He knew. He knew way before Michael Jackson did.
Absolutely. Who else you gonna get?
I starred something earlier
Yes.
because Ubaldo had a question for us, and it's only appropriate. Oh, and I just lost it. Oh, okay. Well, I'll just tell
Great job,
you about
LG.
it. Ubaldo wanted to know if
Yes.
anybody was either going or lucky enough to go see Ahsoka Part 5 in the theaters in a couple of weeks. And honestly, they're not showing that in theaters near us.
Didn't know that was an option, to be honest with you.
I
Neither did I,
didn't know
actually.
either. So that's why I wanted to bring it up, because Ubaldo is pretty cool like that.
So I know that you guys like to talk Ahsoka when the whole crew's here. Are we allowed to talk about it today or not?
We could talk about. We're going to try to stay away from spoilery from the latest
stay
one.
away from
It get a little dirty, but we're going to stay
just
in general.
feelings.
In general.
In general, absolutely, we could speak it.
Yeah.
In general.
How did everyone feel about this one?
I'll
my
tell.
gosh, I loved it. I screamed, I punched my bed, I accidentally flung Grogu.
This episode
Grogu
felt
Build-A-Bear in my bed.
like Star Wars.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
It actually felt like Star Wars until the end.
All of the. I'll tell you what. The end. I am not a fan of the de-aging stuff. I'm not. I don't
Don't
think.
give spoilers.
No,
Don't give
I'm just
spoilers.
saying the de-aging stuff that's out there. I'm not truly a fan of. But that being said, the end of this last episode, there's a spot where I was like, "Oh, why is there a lump in my throat?"
Oh
Like,
yeah.
And then it was like, "Oh no, why the fuck? What the fuck is this?" Like, what? It hit me right in the feels, pretty hard, harder than I thought it was going to. And
I'm not a hater by any means. I
good
actually am
stuff.
thoroughly enjoying the show.
Yeah.
There are things about it that I'm like, eh. But
Absolutely.
as a whole,
yeah,
I'm actually
Yeah.
I can't even believe I'm getting ready to say this. I'm not real pleased with Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka.
Ooh.
I'll tell you what,
because I love her.
Not going to this episode, but leading up to this episode, I will say that I think we're seeing Ahsoka at a very strange time, almost a time that, turning away from the order. No, but that's my pralines and dick. My big pralines and dick. When I saw Brady, I was the first to ask for uppies. Okay, I was like, uppies, big guy.
That?
Brady.
Or you mean like that?
That's so funny. Oh, anyway. See what I found so funny about that Pop My Culture, Chantel, is that you had no clue that just today the 5 of us were joking about that exact same thing.
Yep.
What, the uppies or the
No,
pralines
the Brady dick.
The pralines.
Oh,
Brady
the
dick.
Brady dick.
You were way off, but
Oh
the
my
pralines
gosh,
did come in.
That
Ice cream
was
did come into
today.
Yeah.
there was some ice cream in there as well.
That seems like that was like days ago.
That was this morning. So
Oh my gosh,
anyway.
that's how long this freaking week is. Like just this morning at 7 a.m. feels like it was several days ago.
I've been having some problems, not with her acting, but her action.
I think that's where we sit, is a weird spot to where
Yeah.
she was yanked out of what was or could have been her death. She was taken out of that in Rebels. Now, if you haven't watched Rebels, you don't know these things. And yes, you have to maybe do a little homework. I think to get people to watch those shows, because it's quality Star Wars.
Oh, it's
But
great.
you're at this point where she cheated death, and now she's coming to another point where does she stand in the universe knowing that she has cheated death?
Right.
So I think the stiffness, the stoic that posture that she carries, the almost indifference to things and being driven, I think that's because of where she comes from in Rebels. And I think we're seeing that older, maybe experience needs me to be a little colder, a little more on point with the mission.
Which I'm okay with all of that. I am. But
I'm
when
going
she
to
pulls her
disagree
sabers,
with you, DB.
when she pulls her sabers, she moves like she is stiff.
Up
And
until this last episode.
smooth.
I think this last episode gave you a better look at the old Ahsoka, the posture, the way she carried her blades. I think we saw more of the old Ahsoka in this last episode, but I can see where you're talking about how she carried them, how she was very stiff with how she swung them.
Yep.
I'm
I
going
can
to
see that.
disagree with you though, DB.
Uh-oh.
I think
course.
you're talking about her mood, how like she's moody, right? Is that what you're referring to?
No, I'm
And
thinking not
you think
moody,
that
but
she's moody because she was
no, I
cheated from death.
I think she doesn't know what her exact, knowing that the timeline changed because something was changed. She was taken from it. That
Okay.
what she does from this point on will always change the natural order of things. And that makes her this strange, force in a world that she's not supposed to be in. So I think she's very calculated on how she needs to do things, or lost on how she should proceed.
I think
I'm still going to disagree with you though.
Yeah,
I'm
of
going to
course.
disagree with you. And I was talking to actually Extra Techie about this very thing, because he was like, she's so stoic, and she's brooding and, along those lines, and how happy she was when she was like, mentally talking to Grogu in Mandalorian season 2. And I'm like, well, yeah. Ahsoka doesn't have, this is my theory. Ahsoka doesn't have any problems with Grogu. Ahsoka has problems with Sabine. Whatever happened between them before
Obviously,
Ahsoka left and came back, there was obviously like a disconnect. Ahsoka was training Sabine. Shit didn't work out.
Sabine's commitment was
dropping hints
flawed
all over the place, but they have not discussed it yet in the series.
Well, we still don't even know a real timeline of where we're exactly at.
I'm talking anyway. I think I was getting to that too. I think though that because those two had a falling out, and then when she went on her search for Thrawn, which we saw in The Mandalorian with Grogu, and she wasn't going to train any Padawans, I think it's because of the Ahsoka thing that she wasn't going to train a Padawan, and I think she's moody because she's back with Sabine and she's reserved. And we were also talking about, Techie was bringing up the timeline too, and it's very clear to me that everything in the Mandoverse is going in order. So there was Mando season 1, Mando season 2, Book of Boba Fett, Mando season 3, and now Ahsoka, and they're all kind of going in
I can
order.
see we can be being after Mando 3. I can see that, but I can also see it being before. And there hasn't been
think so?
any. Well, it's possible.
I think the ambiguity on that is being done on purpose.
Oh, absolutely, and it's kept you to where you're in the moment. And Ray Stevenson, the late Ray Stevenson, I am loving his character every
Daddy.
episode.
Daddy.
Ballin.
Ballin, Daddy.
I'm not a big figure guy, but the way he looks holding his blade and some of the forms that he took and the pauldrons and this guy is like dark regal.
I will say this
Yeah,
also.
he is.
I love those orange blades.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I love those orange blades.
Yes.
Teach me, Daddy. Teach me. I'll be your Padawan. I'll put a braid in my hair for you.
Well, damn.
I will say this. They're not Sith. The dark side users.
Yeah, I would say dark side
like-
users. Yeah, I think that
Jedi's. See, people are calling them.
Let's
dark
call them dark
Jedis,
Jedi. Yeah,
gray
they're not
Jedis.
gray.
they're not gray.
yeah.
There is no gray. The thought of a gray is fan fiction. I get it. Cool. You can write a cool story, but touching the dark side changes you, makes you lust for more power. You can't
don't
be
think that's
gray.
True.
I don't think you can be
that's true.
gray.
I don't think that's true though. Touching the dark side doesn't make you look for more power. If it did, then Mace Windu, one of the greatest Jedis ever, would have turned to the dark side because he drew from the dark side.
Oh, absolutely.
During his fighting. So
would it have all shaped the same of the prequel trilogy had he been more cool and calculated for not touching the dark side? You know, would the Emperor have gotten so far if he wasn't so gung-ho on having to kill him and having that thought instead of doing things?
Yeah.
So
he
I mean,
he shouldn't have waited.
Like I'm a fan of the dark side. They've got some cookies over there that are delicious.
They are. They have this macadamia nut that's just like
oh yeah, out of this world. Out of this world.
I think I'm the only one who's not on the dark side.
Oh, you are. You just don't know you are.
Are you saying you don't have any dark side in you? You want some?
So many things I can say right now.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
Penis.
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 It's a dark side penis.
Dark
Alan, you like my new dick? Shanti.
Oh, it's so small.
Shanti gave me some hot dick.
So small. Off the rails again. But yeah,
I was trying to channel my
Blake, I agree with you on your assessment there, but he had to be able to touch that. He had to be able to use that to his advantage. That's how he did it. So that's what I'm saying. Not just because you touch it doesn't. It's like a hot stove, right? After you've touched it long enough, you can touch it a little bit longer every time.
Right.
Doesn't mean it's going to burn your fingers every single time.
Yeah, but sooner or later you're like, but it's okay because I'm wielding it because I have all these calluses. I'll be fine. And meanwhile, you're like, you're swinging that shit at me.
Anyway,
yep. But yeah, good.
Where this conversation went from the guy
Ray Stevenson,
Daddy. You call him Daddy.
I love I love his fighting style is power based.
Yeah,
it's not something that you see a lot of. There's a lot of finesse for him. It's like, I know how to be finesse, but I'm going to beat you down.
I know what I am doing. Like
exactly,
you will not
his mouse before he kills it.
It's one of those like, yes, we will go through the motions, but you are going to either die or you're going to turn, and it's just how it is.
And
the confidence that's there is
of him even going, I want you to turn, because I mean they're not full Sith.
No, it's more or less of the it's that whole he keeps saying through the beginning was that we need a change. Basically you got to set it on fire for the new growth to show.
He and Ahsoka are actually more alike than they want to admit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely. Absolutely. There's a lot that can be.
The only difference is that they both do the exact same thing, but Ahsoka wants to use hers for more good. He sees it as I'm using this bad path for a better tool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And some of these new shows that we're getting out, the ships, seeing a live action Ghost, seeing live action X-Wing, seeing live action. I mean,
Don't give us any spoilers.
Ahsoka's ship. I'm not spoiling anything. Ahsoka's ship. These sequences that we're watching in space are cinematic. They look beautiful. They honestly look beautiful. The crashes, the avert, them just flying. Very wild to watch.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard for us to go any further into this without breaking.
Yeah.
It up. Let's.
We usually we try to we did a spoilery show for episodes 1 and 2 because we were treated to 2 in 1. So we're going to kind of keep it.
Going back to
as far as where we're going.
pod style, where they do it the week after.
Yeah, we give you some time. If we had the show after a full day after, we're right on that mark of almost 24 hours. We're going to let you go. We're not ones to spoil anything for anybody. So
exactly.
You can come back probably next week. We'll be talking. We'll have
three guys here and not me.
Or me.
Yeah. Well, we could always talk about something.
The episode's called Free Ballin, and I'm like, I wish I had balls to free ball.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. You'd sit on them, and then you'd be like, "Oh, my tummy hurts."
Yep.
Damn it.
Free balling.
Yeah. It's so hot right now. They're so sticky.
Everything's sticking to my legs. Make it stop.
Yeah, right.
I do.
That's testicle right now.
I do have to say, though. I mean,
Yes.
I wish I could pee standing up and not get pee all over my legs.
Okay, this is not my issue. Sorry.
I can't. We can buy a funnel.
Balls get in the way.
I know. You just want to be able to write your name in the wintertime. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can have a baby. I could write my name in the snow. We all have our burden to carry.
I feel like the women got screwed, come on.
Well, obviously.
We get to give birth and go through the worst pain in human history.
Hey, you're having a baby?
You guys,
of course you got screwed.
In the snow.
You're having a baby.
So many things I could say right now, none of which are going to be beneficial to myself.
Hey,
Alan, you did help make this intro inappropriately. That's why we have an explicit sticker on our stuff, because we say some fucked up shit.
Yes, but there are certain things that I like the women in this room, and I like them to not eat me, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
I put my time in. I'm going to say it. What the hell? See where it goes. Okay, I'm staying in this room, I guess.
Although I will say this, after watching The Boys, which I love The Boys, and I cannot wait for the next season to come out.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking that we should have a commitment amongst us that we actually bring the word cunt back into a term of endearment, because I love it.
The way Butcher says it through that entire series makes it's like an adjective, a verb, a noun, an explicative. It's so much
endearment.
And you know what it is I've heard from the people of New Zealand, Australia, that it's because us Americans put that hard T at the end. If you say cunt, it's that softer T, and it doesn't make it as offensive. Come on, you cunt.
You're saying it in an American accent, and you can't pull it off, DB. So
cunt. Yeah. See, there's
you
don't say, or you are a cunt.
Thank you, Tina. I'm with you.
It doesn't have the same effect, DB.
Yeah, but you know what? If I was sitting there at a bar, say Don and I were sitting at the bar, and Brady and Chris walked in, and Chris went, "Hey, what are you doing, cunts?" I'd be like, "Hey, what the fuck, man?" I'd be helpful with it,
right?
Term of endearment between friends.
Oh, look at that! What's up, puto?
I'd be like, "What's up, you fucking mooly? Come on in."
Exactly. It's we hate everyone equally and love everyone equally all at the same time.
Exactly.
I just wanted to mention that the Science Fictionary hopped into the chat.
Science
What's up, Andrew?
Fictionary.
And I believe
Coming.
you told me
Coming on the 18th, going to join up. We're looking to join up with Andrew at Science Fictionary. Sir Charles, who's in the chat, we're going to do a little trivia.
Was it the 18th? I
Nice.
thought it was the 15th. Did you tell me the 15th or the 18th?
Well,
Am I
said
wrong?
the 18th. You're wrong.
I wrote it down. Of course,
You're
I wrote it
wrong.
down. I always write it down. You told me the 18th, and I wrote it down on the 18th. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Yep.
And what was your topic, T?
We are looking at the Cornetto trilogy.
Which is what for dumbass?
Which at World's End, Shaun of the Dead. We're just going to have some trivia.
Fuzz, right?
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
Hot Fuzz. I can't remember his name. Derp in there.
Shanti knows his name. Shanti, what's that guy's name?
Derp. I'm really off today. I
Simon.
am surrounded by computer
Simon?
parts and I feel naked. I really am so messed up in this room right now. You have no idea. Like all my electronics are unhooked.
So just so everyone in here is aware, if you in case you weren't, my very first live broadcast ever with my son Stefan,
right,
was Shaun of the Dead.
Nice.
Oh, did
Yeah,
I watch
nice.
that one? I think I watched that
You've
one.
watched that one.
Yeah.
Did.
I'm pretty sure I watched Alan's episode.
What?
His name Simon Pegg. It's Simon Pegg.
Yes, and
I
Nick Frost.
did it. I did it. I
found
actually did
You
it.
got an okay. Everyone in the chat listening right now, you have no idea what I go through with this woman when it comes to actors and actresses.
Shanti does.
She'll be like Shaun of the Dead. Oh, that was Nick Nolte, right? Fucking Nolte. They do Brian Dennehy. Brian Dennehy. What the fuck? Not fucking Brian Dennehy.
know who Brian Dennehy is.
Okay.
Simon.
He was the policeman in Rambo. Yeah, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost. You've seen Shaun of the Dead because I have watched it with you. We own
I've
it.
seen Shaun of the Dead.
Love it.
But I
At
didn't
World's
watch it.
I'm gonna
End.
point something out to you on Shaun of the Dead that you may not realize. Okay, they have solidified the trope that the zombies, at least for the first day or two, continue doing what they did during life.
Right. Correct.
So what a lot of zombie films don't do though is they don't give you the newly turned zombies are able to be imprinted on.
Right.
Okay. So when Simon's in the corner store and he's like, I still owe you, so many pence or whatever, because whatever, right? The next time you see the store owners when they're in the car and they're going by and he's got his hand out, like, where's my money?
Where's my money?
Right?
Yep.
Oh, he's like,
Yep.
It's so funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the little things and that just every time you watch it, you're like, I feel like I picked up something new. It's
good movie. So
DB, do you have a time for that podcast or just
we're looking a no set time sometime around after 7:30 Eastern. We're gonna closer to it. I'll start advertising on my socials.
So,
Let everyone know.
Go follow the Science Fictionary. Go follow Dragon
Absolutely.
Buddy.
Science Fictionary has some great content, a lot of good reviews.
Absolutely.
I love talking Tolkien with Andrew and Marisha. We've been on several times.
All of those, like the Rings of Power.
The Rings of Power. We're
series.
big fans of that. So
yeah.
Alan had feelings on that. We know.
I know,
So,
Alan.
bitch.
Alan, and that's okay, Alan. It's okay.
We won't judge you here.
I got lost in someone talking about nothingness. So that's
jeez.
Ouch.
We won't judge you much.
It's okay though. I'm a big girl. I can take it. No, this is
it's not everyone's
she
cup of tea.
place.
That's what she said. That's what she said. Yep. Oh, and speaking of starring on, I'll be on tomorrow, Rebel Rock Radio.
Nice.
Coming back. Steve's been on and off again. He took a little break. Decided that, you know what, I miss talking about things. And I had said that you come back, I'm going to join you. So we're going to come on. We're going to talk solo tomorrow on Rebel Rock Radio.
5 years of solo, right?
Nice.
Yes.
So 5 years later, I think he's calling.
I've watched it a couple times in the last week and watched it again before the show. It's Tune in, Rebel Rock Radio, and I'll give you my
Rebel Rock
opinion
Radio.
It's
of
not
how it
nearly
was.
as bad as everyone made it out. to be.
I'll tell you what, my opinions from the beginning when I first saw it and what I watched it last night actually changed it up a little bit. So, check that out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Little plug there for Steve Lowe.
At
Another
8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Daylight time.
Specific. So 5 p.m. specifically.
Specifically.
This guy knows. He knows.
Pistachio.
Pistachio.
Yogurt.
Want to know? I don't want to know.
No, you don't. Stupid Christmas Carol.
Yeah. Way back in like, I don't know, 90, 91. Oh, that's Chewbacca.
He wanted to go live. But
yeah.
And I'll tell you what, when it comes to Ahsoka, I follow a few people on the socials and in the content creator land. Star Wars Meg, Star Wars Fanatic being a couple of those top ones. Star Wars Meg leaking stuff out that we're gonna really love. What's more to come?
I don't want to know.
I have no idea. I'm not looking anything. No spoilers from me. I want to be surprised. When she was like, somebody was like, "Hey, DM me the secret," and she was like, "No, you want the surprise." I'll trust Meg. I want the surprise. So
I don't agree with
the
her on.
surprise.
I don't agree with her on everything, but I do think she does a good quality product.
Quality information, quality put together to give you some insight. A lot of her insight on it, and it's true. There's been times where I'm like, I don't think it'll go that way, or I don't see it that way. But quality stuff.
I love her voice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Snooch
is back.
He's back again.
Hennifer's done blowing him.
Wow.
Hi, Snooch.
Sorry about that.
Snooch.
If you guys can hear that, that's my phone ringing. So
I actually shut mine off, so we should.
Well, I'm
Snooch.
using mine as a camera tonight.
Snooch, she's slandering you. It's terrible.
No, I'm not. Isaac, who would never lie to me, said he did his research and Hennifer is on the cruise with Don. And Don,
be safe, my friend. He didn't win Deal or No Deal.
Oh,
but it's okay because the casino paid for the whole trip last night, I think. Motherfucker. Ooh, Hennifer licks ass. Hey, you know what?
See, I told you Isaac would never lie to me.
A little butt licking, a little elephant towel thing in the morning from the maid.
Talked about all this once before.
Somebody owes me an apology.
Again, here you are trying to just tilt things in your direction. It's not working, LG. You just
Don is there. Hennifer
stop. You're starting to embarrass yourself.
He's on the.
This is just terrible.
That's not me typing that. That is.
Yeah, but he
Don
didn't say
typing
she's
that.
here licking mine. He's just saying in general she does.
In general, and we all know this. Those that do research know she licks buttholes.
I don't think so.
Don't worry, Don. We're protecting your dignity here.
Yeah, Don, we know that she's just making this stuff up. Trying
LG doing some spy shit. I will say, Don, giving the keys to the spy, maybe not the best idea.
Don, since you're here, I was just looking through your banners and why is that there?
He probably did that just so he could say
wholesale.
Nice thing Brady did. Bam.
Obviously, Don knew of blowjobs for wholesale prices at some point. He was just being informative, helping a brother out, and he has superpowers.
Yes.
See?
And I did some more research, Don, and look what I found.
That's it. It's the last time you're getting the keys.
Don is really a Hennifer supporter.
So I have a question for you, Don. So I'm going to talk over her with her spy BS and redirection stuff, and just talk
exactly.
To you directly. What is the drink of the day on the cruise ship, sir?
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not a dick.
A dick.
It could be.
Drink,
It could be.
Don, drink.
I don't know what kind
well,
of cruise you're on, but if that's your thing, whatever.
Hey, man, he's got them upside down pineapples, and
I actually had a guy I worked with go, have you heard about this whole pineapple thing on it? I almost bought a shirt with pineapples on it. I was like, were they upside down? He goes, well, no. I'm like, then buy your shirt.
I will say that years ago, my
Oh
in-laws
my
are
gosh.
campers. They've had a camper for years.
But I've been drinking tonight, sir. Thank you.
They go off and go to all these camping things, and at one point, Kelly's mother was like all about this. The whole pineapple thing is so weird. You see all these pineapples everywhere. Like, I almost want to buy pineapples and put them outside. And it was like, yeah, but hang them upside down. Chris, stop telling my mother to hang the pineapples upside down.
Awesome. I didn't even
Well,
know
what?
this was a thing till recently.
I think they ran into like a couple. They were like, hey,
Mhm.
and they were like, what? No.
Yeah. And then I had to teach my mother what upside down pineapple flags meant.
Yep. So if you go to campgrounds and you fly your cute little pineapple lights upside down, be careful. You go get visitors. They're gonna be nice. Be so nice.
I am always having to explain things to my mother.
Oh yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Over Thanksgiving dinner, probably about 10 years ago. So what is skeet? And my stepfather's like, oh, like in they're the
Everybody
Clay
was in on that joke
Brothers.
except for her.
Yeah.
There's a room down the hall from him with upside down pineapples.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Hey, come here.
Knock on the door. Don, we gave you an assignment, Brady and I.
Look, everybody, say hi.
Puppy.
Puppy.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, get big.
Oh yeah. She's a sweetie. She just turned 6 months. She's not that big yet.
No, still a big puppy.
46 pounds.
46-pound puppy.
We love puppies. We love puppies.
She's my
As spoken of earlier, there are some people out there that want to kick a puppy, and fuck
What?
those people. On behalf of
you
Brady,
did say
if you
that.
kick puppies, fuck you.
Oh, absolutely.
If you kick puppies, don't bother coming to the Escape Pod chat.
Oh
All
no,
I
you
can
can.
tell you is this.
Hey, you can watch that.
Let-
Go ahead, give us a view.
Let me see you do it. Someone's going to jail.
If you
Oh.
kick a puppy, I don't get violent often. I mean, I have when I've had to, but dude.
Those people that are like, you value your dog's life over a stranger's. You're fucking A right, I do.
Mhm.
Yeah, because my dog's my family.
My
I don't
dog's
know
my
you.
family. He lives with me. He sleeps
Yeah.
with me. He's my family. I don't know that person. Of course, I'm going to try to save my dog.
Amen.
I love my dog more than
Amen,
I
General
love
Snowdy.
most people.
I love all dogs more than I love most people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've only met a
little
couple
dog.
dogs I did not like. I have met a lot of people I don't like.
Mhm.
Nice.
Oh, I love him. I am so happy, you guys, that it is like almost fall. It is meteorological fall, but it is not astronomical fall. And I can't wait. And I can't wait for Halloween season. I am
She's one of
all
those
about the Halloween.
She's all about the pumpkin spice and the spooky
only
stuff.
in a coffee or a muffin. Don't give me no pumpkin spice crap cereal or pumpkin spice crap macaroni and cheese. Like, ugh.
Nice.
So here's my question.
I love
Yeah.
them.
Chat room. Suggestions for names.
Ooh.
Suggestions for names.
Hey, chat. Name that head.
Name
that
that
head.
skull head.
Alan, you should post that on your Twitter and maybe come when your show is on, like, you'll say who the winner is.
That'd be a great idea if I cared enough to open up Twitter.
Never seen a more wretched place of wretched hive of
No,
scum
I
and
literally-
villainy.
I am so over Twitter.
I asked you to send me the link on Twitter because that's what we've always
Yeah.
done. I go to get on Twitter and
Mhm.
it is blocked me out, and I had to go through the steps. And they said, "Oh, it'll take 3 to 5 days to reopen your account."
What?
Yeah.
Thanks,
So,
Elon
yeah.
Musk. dick.
That doesn't have anything to do with him. That's the way it's been
Fuck
forever.
a Twitter.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
exactly.
Twitter.
Exactly.
Fuck you, X.
You know what? I've rode the Twitter
I will
wave.
say this though,
Mm,
if I may.
Go for it.
yeah.
Yes, Twitter is a cesspool.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. I'm not
And
into
it's not been for
cesspools.
Twitter, I would not be sitting in this chat or in this
true.
with you right now.
Oh.
Shit, there's
I
a lot
would
of people.
never have met Chantel. I would have not
I've met
met
a
you,
lot of good people
LT.
through Twitter and connected.
It's true. You're right. You're right.
And
Thank
and
you
I
for making
when
me
I
see the
first logged
positives.
on and you know, I just had a couple people just I literally just said, "Hey, it's my first time on Twitter. Never done this before. Don't know what I'm doing."
Right.
And a
Uh-huh.
couple people reached out to me and said, "Hey guys, we got you." And within 24 hours, they had like 100 people subscribed because they were all their friends who said, "Hey,
Aw,
go follow
Nice.
this guy and help him out."
that's awesome.
You know, so yeah, it's a cesspool,
Mhm.
but it's kind of our cesspool.
It
Or
was.
It's
I mean,
not my
that's how we
cesspool.
communicated back and forth for a while, Alan, before we started texting. And I mean, it's how it has its moments. I ride the wave once in a while, and then I'm like, whoa. Like now, I'm kind of like backing off now because the wave is crashing hard over a video game and a Star Wars show, and sometimes that negativity it starts getting to you where like, you know what? I'm going to go over here and enjoy what I want to enjoy. You guys do whatever you want to do. I don't give a fuck right now. I really don't
Yeah.
care because some of the stuff I've heard has been ridiculous.
Yep.
Some of the stuff, business sense, you know, I've heard where I'm like, okay, I get it. Still don't give a fuck. But there's our society has kind of turned on people that there's a lot of people that thrive on that negativity, that thrive on that needing to troll out and find people, needing to, and you know what? You need a break once in a while and just, you know, go back to your plain old looking at a boob or two and then hop off Twitter, you know, like, oh, there's a boob. See you later. You know, like
Well, you
80s
know, and
movie,
it's funny,
80s movie. So it's tasteful, you know, like
I have
it's the end of the
no
movie and
need
you've got an alien laying on his back and you've got this girl like, oh, it's an 80s movie. Here's my boob. And here's an extended shot of my boob because we waited to the end.
Yep.
Yeah,
And-
that's right.
And then he's like, what?
Yeah.
What?
You know, like that's classy right there. That is
It is classy.
1980s classy boobs.
You see, boobs don't have the same effect on me. I can appreciate beautiful ones, but they don't do it for me.
Hey, keep
because-
looking until you find a boob. I'll help you.
Yeah, like, oh, look, boobs.
All right, guys, I need to step aside for just a second. I'll be right back. Okay.
Not a
Yeah,
problem.
all good.
Not a problem.
And I will sell LG that if you want, I will help you look for the right boobs for you. We can spend hours looking for those boobs. I'm just saying.
It's not this. It does not have the same effect. You know.
We can
you
look
know
until it
what?
does.
You know what though? Shanti still needs to pop my Pornhub cherry.
Yeah, let's show doom, doom.
Mhm.
Yeah, get a little. Well, let's go to a little escape pod, bro hub. You know, shit show supervisor.
Mhm.
Female
about that,
form
guys.
is stunning.
That
Appreciate
is
you being patient.
quite all right. That is quite all right.
I had to
just,
get the dog out. She was climbing underneath the table, and all of a sudden, I felt cords start getting unplugged. I'm like, no, no.
Yeah. In slow motion.
right.
Yeah, I think boobs are beautiful, but they just don't have the same effect on me as
I can look at boobs with you until they have that effect. We can find the right ones for you. I'm telling you. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'll do that for you.
And
and
this
they're
is where
not
I'm
Dina in
super
Starship
lucky.
Troopers.
This is
Darn.
where I am super lucky.
Yeah,
And I know I am.
yeah.
We'll be sitting at dinner, and my wife will go, "Hey, babe, check that out."
Yes.
Oh, I do that. I do
She
that.
does.
I
She
do.
does. At first, it was like, this is a trap. And I'm like, no, she's actually like, check that one out.
Yeah.
But she does throw in you've got to check that out. And I turn around and go, fuck you.
Yeah. No,
Because
my
she
favorite
is my
like,
wife. And every now and then she throws that zinger in to be like, oh, really? Okay. Fuck.
no,
Really?
my wife will do this. This is my favorite. She'll go, shoes. And I'll go, what? She'll go, shoes. to the right,
Yeah.
and I'll go, oh, those are handles. Thank you.
Nice.
She does not have excellent boobs. This is something that Don and I
This is
think
a
is like
subjective
the
thing,
fourth
and
time
you
we're
are wrong.
talking about.
This is a
Her
completely and
boobs
total.
are tiny and pointy, and they just like
Hey,
yeah.
There is
He-
nothing wrong with
They're
that.
like what is
Yennefer
wrong with
from
those boobs?
Yennefer from The Witcher. Right now, I don't know the actress's name, but they look up at the sky like, oh, and it's just
Weird.
no. Hey,
Very
Lane, you know what?
weird.
We are not discriminative of any boob. Every boob has a home as far as the escape pod is concerned. If you have a boob, show it to people. They like boobs. There's a boob for everyone.
Hey, listen. Okay, the only boobs that are out is when you have to lift the bottom of your shirt up to show them.
You know what? And even then, I'm gonna fucking look.
Yeah, I'm going.
I know Brady's gonna look. I know Don's gonna look. We're gonna look.
We're gonna.
And you know what? That is
We
the
might,
benefit
do
of
one of them
knowing a
afterwards, but we're gonna look.
tomboy. If you have a friend who is a tomboy and you're a guy, she will always point that shit out to you. So
I will say, I
Yep.
think Dina's boobs in Starship Troopers are that good because she is that tomboy. She's that friend that all of a sudden
well, she
is hot on you. And you're like, oh shit. She's like that chick that I play football with and I tackle in a meaningfully football way.
Oh my god!
And wow, she's showering next to me, and she's got boobs.
All right, so story time.
Tired titty love.
When my kids were little, they played pee wee football, and one of the opposing teams had a female on the team, and she was a good player. She was really good. But one of the boys came off the field, and he had a silly, this is how young they were. You know, when they go like this and their helmet's bouncing around on their head, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I go, what was it like tackling her? He goes, she was soft. She was soft.
Nice.
And I went, that's all. Of course I couldn't say it for him, but I was like, okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're right.
Yeah. Most girls are soft.
It was so funny. Oh, so funny. Anywho.
Yeah. But
I wonder if that's what my friends said about me when they used to tackle me. I used to play
Probably.
football with the guys.
probably
Yeah.
I wonder if
it
they
happens.
said that I was soft or if I was like a soft target. I don't know. I don't know what they said. I didn't run very fast.
I did see a funny
but I
video
could
of
throw a football.
parenting from a TikTok or content creator out there, Justin Nunley. He puts out some great content on TikTok, a lot of the socials, reels and whatnot, where it's like, so, and he'll give you a little fun fact after something. He goes to a Dave and Buster's with his family, and they play a wholesome family game called Penis, to where you go around the table and you say penis. And you get progressively louder until someone wins.
I saw that video.
It was hilarious where his kid was like, I'm doing it. Like that kid committed and was like, penis! And made him go, oh, shit. Like, yes, we got in trouble for it. But I will say that is
got trespassed from David Buster's.
Right. We got in trouble, but it was worth it. Like,
oh my god,
so good.
There's my penis.
Kel,
it's my penis.
Stop showing all these people your dick. Which brings me to my next one. If you're listening to this as an audio podcast, you're probably better off on this week. There has been, I mean, we talk about a lot of penis as a joke, but there's been a lot of like penis on camera tonight. And or if that's your thing, come on over youtube.com, check out ATSW, the escape pod on YouTube. Content creators, we've become more of a YouTube sensation now. So Kelly's dick, and it's all welcome. All welcome.
My penis is
Ladies and gentlemen, the ATSW Escape Pod. If you're listening to this on your favorite podcast station, that's wonderful. But they have become more of a visual medium, so you may want to check them out.
Absolutely. Check us out. CLG Stick.
Yeah.
It's a thing, apparently. Thanks, Chanti.
Shanti gave me a dick.
There's, again, so many things I want to say, and none of them I'm going to do. No.
Titular Titan. I like that one, Blake. That's got a nice ring. The Titular Titan. Nice. Shanti out there being a superhero, apparently, with her boobs. Are they laser boobs?
It's okay, Shanti. Don't feel bad. My doctor said I also have dense boobs.
Wasn't it
I'm a boob.
Wasn't it a Grindhouse film that had a girl with automatic bra bullet?
Oh, yeah.
Guns? Oh, God, it was so great.
Yes. Rose? Was that Rose McGowan's character?
She's the oh no, Rose.
No,
McGowan
she had the leg.
the shot,
the automatic
or
leg, yeah.
automatic rifle leg.
Bye
which
again,
was
Don.
another
He's
great
gonna
one.
go.
Penis.
Hennifer's gonna give him another blowy. So bye. Have fun.
And Tina says if she swings the right way, she'll go airborne. We know this. She was halfway up a light pole in the parking lot, jumped off, came down a superhero pose, has no memory of doing it. It's crazy.
Tina, Mutant Ninja Turtle. Tina's in a half show.
Tina Power.
Tina Power.
When I first saw the Tina Mutant Ninja Turtle moniker, I literally laughed out loud and it instantly messaged her and said, "Oh my God, this is great."
You have to realize there was several adults being very, very not normal, not sober for sure at all in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And it just became a song. And the meme queen is also the Tina Mutant Ninja Turtle.
So I'm going to say this. I'm going to point this out to Tina. Tina, I hope you have a thick skin tonight.
Save Dave.
The last time we were all together, before this past one, the time before that when we were in Chicago, you said to me, quote unquote, "Oh my God, I'm never going to drink like that again. Oh my God." What happened?
What's going on? What happened?
Just curious.
Nobody's sober, Blake. It's too late in the day to be sober.
I'm sober.
Listen, I can't get my naps back. I can't get my snack time back. All of those things from kid stuff. So what can I do? I can buy alcohol.
Yes.
I've been drinking coffee.
I've been drinking whiskey.
Totally sober right now.
As always, tequila.
So
can I bring up I know this is, the escape pod, and we don't do a lot of horror on here because, Brady's a pussy. So that being said, do you mind if I bring up another one? If just to see,
go for it, man.
I haven't seen them.
What's that?
There's a trilogy out. 2 of the 3 are out now. One is called X, one is called Pearl, and the next one will be called Triple X. If you haven't seen them, X is a pretty much what you would consider a slasher.
Okay.
Pearl takes the main antagonist in the first one, goes back in time to them as a very young woman.
Showtime.
And makes, and what happens in Pearl is literally it's a case study on watching someone go clinically insane.
Oh wow.
And it makes X a different movie.
Really?
So you have to watch them in that order. You have to watch X first and then Pearl. And then once you do that, you'll look back on X with a slightly different point of view. And everyone I've talked to about who's done it has come back to me and said, "You know what, you're right. I enjoyed X as a slasher. I watched Pearl, and then it became they made X a slightly different."
I do enjoy movies that kind of link in the same universe to where it brings you back to the first one. Saw was a good series to where you look back on the first ones and as a little differently. That There's actually, bigger forces at play going on than you thought. And Split within the Unbreakable.
Great movie, yes.
That series, that whole universe there. Great interaction between how they all kind of, hero, anti-hero, villain kind of story wise. When the next one comes out, you're like, oh shit, they're connected. Oh,
Yeah.
oh shit, that makes me think of it a little differently on how we're coming at it. So yeah, that's I'll definitely check something like that out. I think it's at
Right.
Showtime, so we're due for a free set. We're gonna binge some stuff.
There you go. Pearl, to me, what is her name? Hold on a second. Mia Goth, I think is her name.
Goth, I think is what I saw.
Yeah. She so the actress, while they were filming X, came up with the idea for Pearl and started writing it, and they basically filmed them back to back.
Oh wow.
And so yeah, Shanty, if you get a chance, definitely watch those two, X and
I'll
then
be right back.
Pearl
Yep.
was fantastic. I loved it. There was nothing about it that and I've had a couple guys at work that are big horror fans. I've turned them on to it, and they both said the same thing. They were both like, "You were right." I enjoyed X as a slasher movie, and then when I watched Pearl, and they said Pearl wasn't their favorite, which I loved it, but they
Right.
said it did indeed change the way they looked at X. So
And you said they're coming out with a third one.
third one's going to be called Triple X.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Cool.
a lot of fun. I also got a chance to see Smile recently.
Oh yeah.
It's funny. Everyone I've talked to about that movie, they either loved it or they didn't.
That's what I've got. I haven't watched it. It's in my queue. I just haven't gotten around to watching it yet because I've heard a lot of people say, "Yeah, you should probably watch it," but And
I loved it.
those did you? All right.
Yeah,
All right,
I did.
I'll bump that up.
It's a slow burn. You have to like
Yeah.
these slow burns. But it is the classic. Is it horror? Is it mental illness? What is it? And
Right.
even the general matter of fact, I think General Shinobi and I had talked about Smile at one point in time. But yeah, she loved it. I'm telling you, it was great.
Nice.
So
I'll have to check
yeah.
that out.
So Smile was really good. My son loved it as well. But yeah, if you get a chance to see X and Pearl, they're both really good. And I think they're free on Prime.
Are they on Prime? I'll have to look that up.
We have Prime.
Yes, we do. Of course we do. There's been a lot of good movies. Peacock's been grabbing a hold of a lot of good stuff that they've been connected to. Paramount Plus, another one that we're back at the point of, we cut cable and we'll keep this and we'll keep that and we'll keep this and that one's got this and that one's got that. And fuck, if they were only all together under one bill, like, I don't know, cable.
Yeah.
It's getting to that point. I will say Max picking up the Discovery Channel made Max so much more worth keeping in the end.
For us.
For the HBO content, I am a super fan of Band of Brothers, Pacific, and movies in general, which HBO has always been there for movies in general. Yep. But the Discovery Channel addition to it kind of took it up with Ancient Aliens and all of our Discovery Channel and history.
Not Ancient Aliens.
Ancient Aliens not on that one?
No, Ancient Aliens is on Hulu.
I thought we're a season behind on Ancient Aliens. It's on there, but it's
I will say this: I have decided that once Ahsoka's done, I'm disconnecting from Disney.
Well, it looks like it's not going to be until late 2024 until we get any really more Star Wars content. The writer's strike is all pushing all of this back. With the Actors Guild and whatnot. Your mom's on Hulu. Yeah, you're right. Your mom's on Hulu.
Hulu.
You know who's on Hulu, LG? Your mom.
Your mom. I don't know about LG, but I do know about Dragon, buddy. We're pushing the 2 o'clock, the 2 hour mark. Do you mind if I bring up one more subject before we do?
Go for it,
right
buddy.
ahead.
Go for it.
Right
Have
ahead.
you seen the trailer for Godzilla? minus.
-1.
Uh-huh.
Yes, dude. Looking good.
Oh
I
my
did not.
god.
Yeah.
So excited for that. I am
It's
so
I need to
excited for
find
that.
it.
I grew up on Godzilla.
Yes.
All the old monsters. The Japanese film for like my household was just it. The samurai movies, the monster movies, they were just. It's always going to hold a special place in my heart. So seeing this type of Godzilla coming out, the Gojira, that side of it is just.
Yes.
I'm
So chat room, if you have not seen Godzilla -1 trailer, it is supposed to be released worldwide in December. And the reason that they're calling it -1 is because it literally is going back to Hiroshima and Nagasaki, leveling the cities, and then Godzilla appears. So it takes them from 0 to minus.
right.
And it looks horrifying.
It's wild. It looks like it's going to be a wild ride, even for a Godzilla movie, where we've been going lately.
You know, I will say this: the new ones that are out now, the Monarch era of Godzilla, the U.S. films are great. They
Yeah.
are just a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
This thing looks like it's going to be that on steroids,
Yeah.
and it's going to be horrible. It's going
Whole
to,
nother level.
yeah, it's going to be what it's going to be is it's going to be the original Gojira, which was a horror movie
Yes.
Mhm.
in modern era, and the trailer, the look of the city screams 1940s.
Right.
The actors look great in it. The shots, and there's this, Chantel, you're gonna love this. There's a shot in the trailer. I'm not ruining anything, of a lady looking out a window, and the subtitle is that Godzilla? Question mark. If you don't catch what she's looking at as a reflection in the glass,
Yeah.
please rewind it and look at it again.
Right.
I saw it not the first time. I rewound it and looked at it the second time, and it was like, oh my god, that is. I mean, it was frightening.
It's frightening. I didn't see it, and I read a tweet. Actually, somebody had said, "Is go back and look at this trailer and check this part out." And had I not seen that tweet, I wouldn't have pulled it. And it was just one of those like, "Oh shit."
Well, for me, I was lucky. I watched it and I was like, "Oh my god, that was great!" So I immediately just watched it again to just kind of see if I could see anything, and that's when I caught it, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, yes, exactly. It's a classic movie, modern technology, the modern effects that we have now. That it's going to be action packed, but it looks dark side. It looks like it's going to put that little bit of fear in you, make you think.
They're not gonna pull away from showing the fact that he's walking down the street and the concrete is caving in and humans are sliding to their deaths.
They're running to their deaths. They're trying to get away, and he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, and there's actually one part in the trailer, if you catch it, it almost looks like they give up. They stop running and they just kind of collapse down and
accept their fate.
So sad. Oh my god, it's I'm so god,
famous.
Love it.
Me too, Shanti. Me too.
All right, yeah. Do me a favor, guys. Just reach out to me and let me know what you think on that, because that's going to be one that I'm really looking forward to. Oh, cool. Absolutely, Balto. Yep. Absolutely.
Yes.
The tail swipe, I think, is another one.
It's just accepting fate.
Yeah.
And in a way where you're like, oh shit, that's what they're doing. Like they're wow. It hits on you into where this could be real. Yeah. Good stuff.
All right.
All right, guys.
Thanks for allowing me to be on tonight.
Oh, thanks for joining me. I mean, I was left alone with running the escape pod, but I did it with two of my best friends here. LG, Alan, thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate you. And check out Grave Reviews. You're coming at you, coming back. We're gonna get this together. We're gonna do some stuff, and we're gonna have some fun, and you're gonna laugh, and you're gonna like it. because
If you give me a half a second, I will throw that link up in the chat.
Okay.
do the
Talk
link.
amongst yourself,
Do the
TV.
link.
Do the
Talk
link.
amongst yourself.
Okay, you've had half a second. The link's not up yet.
Right.
Liar,
I'm going
Alan's-
through.
liar pants.
I have
Alan's coming.
132 pods that I follow.
Alan's
Liar
coming
pants.
to do some pods again. You're all verklempt. Discuss.
No, all kidding aside, you know, we're gonna try to get this to where we can release them in October for Halloween. I know we're starting with Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I'd like to. I know that I personally would like to do some more '80s stuff. So maybe
Yes.
Return of the Living Dead.
It's a good one.
And I want Chris to be throwing some suggestions my way as well.
Definitely.
You know,
Definitely.
so
Some fun movies. There's a lot of great content out there in the horror genre. A lot of good stuff coming out too.
Yep.
You know, who knows? We can do some we can do a little riffs, maybe do a little you know, goofiness, and we could talk about some stuff watching a movie, and we'll have some fun.
absolutely.
And Brave Review Studios, it's in the chat. Click the link, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell.
Ding the bell.
And
Select
once those come out,
all.
we'll be in the chat room with you while it's
Absolutely.
playing and having talks and
We'll
having
be
fun.
edited. They'll be put out in an edited fashion. We'll be premiering it. We'll be in the chat live. We'll be saying hi to you guys. Stop by, check us out.
Blake, it was great to catch you again too, my friend. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. And to everyone that stopped out in the chat, thank you guys, nerds, geeks, dorks, everywhere. We love you guys.
You guys.
Go blue.
Click, click,
We are.
I am goo.
I am tired.
Love you guys. Have a
Love
great
you.
night.
Bye.
Much love to you.
Very nice.
Now what do I click? Not
seriously.
overlay.
Upper
There it
right hand
is.
corner, there should be a button that says end or stop.
Bye
I want
now.
to play this first though.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Another happy landing.
He knows.